Hello beta. So in this video we are going to talk about G2. G2 means actually it's a video regarding the conceptuals and the numericals of acceleration due to gravity. In previous video we have done your formula of G and the factors affecting acceleration due to gravity. On based on that formula we are going to talk about few conceptuals and numericals. Again, this paper is already been sent to you as an assignment, so I am going to discuss all these things, right? So first thing question says, what will be the new weight of the body when diameter of earth becomes half, keeping mass constant and keeping density constant? Remember question 1. To solve this question, first of all, we need to write formula of G in terms of mass and then in terms of density. Mass के लिए क्या formula होता है तुम्हारा? Gm upon r square and G is equal to 4/3 pi g r rho. ये formula था in terms of density and the above formula was in terms of mass. इस question में पूछा गया है how will be the what will be the new mass, what will be the new weight of the body if its mass is constant and radius of earth, diameter of earth becomes half. अब diameter half हुआ है तो of course radius भी half होगा, but if mass is constant then G is inversely proportional to r square. अगर हमने मास को कांस्टेंट रखा तो इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू आर स्क्वायर. अगर हम रेडियस को हाफ करते हैं तो जी डैश इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू आर डैश का स्क्वायर लिखेंगे, तो जिसको हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं बेटा जी डैश अपॉन जी दिस इज इक्वल टू आर अपॉन आर बाई 2 का होल स्क्वायर. सो दिस विल कम आउट टू बी जी इक्वल्स टू 4g. g will become 4 times. And if you multiply both sides with m, because mass doesn't change, so you will get weight of the body becomes 4 times the weight of the body previous weight of the body previously it was having. So keeping mass constant, if diameter is half then weight will become 4 times, and as you can see directly proportional to r, तो ये तो बेटा सीधा ही हो जाएगा, g dash will become g by 2, मतलब mg dash is mg by 2. तो वेट हाफ हो जाएगा अगर डेंसिटी कांस्टेंट है, और वेट 4 टाइम्स हो जाएगा if mass is constant, isn't it? So this second question says, if gravitational force follows an inverse fourth power law instead of inverse square law, what will be the new acceleration of the body? Now ये क्वेश्चन कह रहा है हमारे पास, लेट्स से क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. वी नो ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स इज इक्वल टू gmm by r square. let's write in the form of m1 m2. अर्थ की बात मत करें, m1 m2 r square. This is what we call inverse square law. F is proportional to r square. If instead of square, if it obeys fourth power, इनवर्स ऑफ फोर्थ पावर, अगर बेटा हमारे पास फोर्स इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू r4 हो जाएगा तो क्या होगा मेरे पास F इज इक्वल टू g m1 m2 अपॉन r रेज टू पावर 4, isn't it? Then what will be the acceleration of the body? इसके केस में acceleration is equal to gm अपॉन r square, और इसके केस में बेटा acceleration, let's say a dash, this acceleration is gm upon r4. तो I can easily write it can be a upon r square. ठीक है, जितनी previous value थी in inverse square law उसको divide by r square further कर दो, it's very easy. You can find acceleration to you can find gravity of that body, acceleration of that body due to force a upon r square. This is question number 2. Those who didn't get the assignment, they can just listen the questions carefully and you will get an idea how to solve this. Question number 3 says, what will be the time period of simple pendulum at the center of earth? ये देखो बेटा, time period of pendulum. This is question number 3. T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. वी नो एट सेंटर ऑफ अर्थ डेप्थ वाला फॉर्मूला लगाएं, g डैश बिकम 0। ये देखो एट सेंटर ऑफ अर्थ g डैश, हमने यही फॉर्मूला था ना, g माइनस 1 d बाय r, डेप्थ का इफेक्ट। तो g डैश इज इक्वल टू g 1 माइनस r अपॉन r, आंसर विल कम आउट टू बी g डैश इज 0। एंड इफ g डैश इज 0 देन t डैश इज infinity, isn't it? At the center of earth time period of pendulum becomes infinity because value of g dash is 0, मतलब value of acceleration due to gravity is 0 there. So next question says the mass and the diameter of planets are twice than that of earth. So question 4 says mass and दूसरा कौन सा, diameter, mass and diameter is double, twice than that of earth, 2d, मतलब यहाँ से हम ये भी लिख सकते हैं बेटा r dash is equal to 2r, रेडियस भी डबल होगा एंड मास भी डबल होगा। एंड क्वेश्चन सेज what will be the time period of pendulum on this planet which is a seconds pendulum on the earth? First of all, seconds pendulum means when time period is equal to 2 seconds. सेकेंड पेंडुलम, जब पेंडुलम जहां से शुरू हो, यहाँ जाए और यहाँ वापस आए। सो दिस इज, अगर उसको 2 सेकंड लगे पूरा टाइम पीरियड करने में, दिस इज व्हाट वी कॉल सेकंड्स पेंडुलम। आर यू गेटिंग द आइडिया? सेकंड्स पेंडुलम इसको बोलते हैं। व्हाट विल बी द टाइम पीरियड, हमें टी डैश निकालना है एट दिस न्यू प्लैनेट व्हेन मास इज डबल एंड डायमीटर इज डबल, यस, देन व्हिच इज द सेकंड्स पेंडुलम ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ अर्थ। ठीक है, अब ये देखो, पहले हम लिखते हैं अर्थ पे टाइम पीरियड t इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई अंडर रूट एल बाई जी, और उस प्लेनेट पे क्या होगा, t डैश इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई अंडर रूट एल बाय जी डैश। l इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज, ओनली g इज गोइंग टू चेंज। इसको हम 2 सेकेंड भी लिख सकते हैं, दिस इज इक्वल टू 2, तो ये बनेगा मेरे पास t डैश अपॉन t, दिस इज इक्वल टू g अपॉन g डैश का अंडर रूट, isn't it? So 2 t की वैल्यू 2 बट पुट करते हैं बाद में। Let's find out what is the value of g at that point, because बेटा 2 pi and will cancel out each other because they are not going to change. तो g dash is equal to g m dash upon r dash का स्क्वायर। तो ये बनेगा बेटा mass is double and radius is also double, it will come out to be g by 2। Are you getting the idea? Yes, 4 हो गया ना, तो g by 2, इसकी वैल्यू पुट करो यहाँ पे, g अपॉन g by 2, तो ये बना बेटा √2। So we know value of t is 2 second. So time period at the pendulum of the seconds pendulum at that planet is 2√2 second. So time period of the planet at the planet where its mass is double than that of Earth and its diameter, that is radius, is double than that of Earth, will be 2√2। अर्थ पे उसका टाइम पीरियड था 2 सेकेंड, और उस प्लेनेट पे जाके बेटा उसका टाइम पीरियड हो जाएगा 2√2, बिकॉज ओनली g एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी पे इफेक्ट करेगा, लेंथ इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज बिकॉज इट इज नॉट मेंशन इन द क्वेश्चन। फाइन, सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 5 से हाउ मच अ 90 kg फोर्स बॉडी। सो क्वेश्चन ये था हमारे पास 5 kg, 90 kg force या 90 kg weight, this is total weight of the body is given, that is mg is given। 90 kg force body will weigh on the surface of Mars whose mass is 1/9 and radius is half than that of Earth. Mass of mass of Mars is 1/9 of Earth and its radius, let's say small r, okay, doesn't matter, its radius is half of that of Earth, 1/9 and half। अब इतने केजी की बॉडी मार्स पे कितना वे करेगी, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, राइट? तो हम निकालते हैं फिर वही वाला, g डैश इज इक्वल टू g m डैश अपॉन r डैश का स्क्वायर। सो आप पुट करो g m by 9, दिस इज इक्वल टू r स्क्वायर by 4, इट विल r m by 9। ठीक है, तो ये मेरे पास आएगा बेटा g डैश इज 4/9, हाँ कुछ गड़बड़ हुई है, r मास इज 19 and this is yes 4 by 9, 4 by 9 of g, g dash is 4 by 9, तो ये आएगा mg dash is equal to 4 by 9 of mg. तो mg हमारे पास नया बेटा कितना 90, तो आंसर विल कम आउट टू बी 40 kg force. So new weight of the body will be 40 kg force या 40 kg weight, one and the same thing. So next question number 6 says, question 6 says, if radius of earth shrinks by 2%, मतलब r dash is equal to r minus 2% of r, very small change of radius of earth is there, mass remaining constant, then how would g change? Acceleration due to gravity कैसे चेंज होगी, ये देखना बेटा. g dash is equal to gm upon r dash का स्क्वायर. Now we know एक हमारे पास परसेंटेज चेंज का फॉर्मूला होता है g dash upon g minus 1 into 100 करके, that is something else. But remember here change is very very small, तो यहाँ पे आप डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला लगा सकते हो बेटा, एरर्स वाला जो आपको बताया था. ये हम यहाँ लिख रहे हैं डेल्टा g अपॉन g इज इक्वल टू 2 डेल्टा r अपॉन r, बाकी परसेंटेज वाले हम बाद में करते हैं. डेल्टा g अपॉन g इज इक्वल टू 2 डेल्टा r अपॉन r. इफ यू मल्टीप्लाई बोथ साइड विद 100, ये लो मल्टीप्लाई बोथ साइड विद 100, तो ये देखो this percentage in r is given, change in percentage of r is 2%, so percentage in g will automatically 4%. ठीक है, this is the easier method to solve the variation percentage वाला question. When small change is given, you can directly use the error वाला formula. This will help you in solving the question very quickly. Right? This was your question number 6. Of course, apart from these assignment questions, I will be discussing 2-3 more numericals, which will give you better idea, you know, different, which are not there in assignment, वो भी हम करेंगे क्वेश्चन, उससे ज़्यादा बढ़िया मिलेगा आपको आइडिया. ठीक है जी, तो ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 की बात कर रहे हैं हम. दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 says, a man can jump 1.5 meter on earth, so he can reach up to height of 1.5 meter on the surface of earth. Calculate approximate height he might be able to jump on the planet where density is 1/4. Density of a planet is 1/4 of the density of Earth and radius is 1/3 that of Earth. Radius is 1/3 than that of Earth. अब अगर वो अर्थ पे 1.5 मीटर जंप कर सकता है तो उस प्लैनेट पे कितना जंप करेगा? Of course we need to talk about variation of g first. ये देखो g dash is equal to 4/3 pi g r dash and rho dash, isn't it? तो g dash मेरे पास क्या आ गया बेटा, g dash is equal to 4/3 pi g r by 3 and r by 4. It will give you g by 12. तो g की वैल्यू हमारे g by 12 होगी, because value expression of g is 4/3 pi r rho. ठीक है, तो g अब हम क्या करेंगे, when he is jumping then potential energy of the body will remain constant. ठीक है, तो we are going to get mgh dash at potential energy, mgh potential energy on the surface of earth. तो ये बेटा h dash is equal to gh upon g dash. It will come out to be g upon 12. This is 1.5 and once you multiply it will come out to be 18 meter. Isn't it? A person can jump up to 18 meter on that planet, जहाँ पे density और radius ये होता है, because value of g is totally different. We need to compare potential energy during the jump at Earth and at the surface of the planet. This was your 7th question. Let's talk about 8th question. At what height above the Earth's surface the value of g is same as in the mine 80 kilometer deep? So this question says, at what height? Okay, I'll leave it here. So कितनी height पे इसकी g की value will become when it is under 80 kilometer depth? तो इसका मतलब हाइट पे कितनी होगी, g is equal to g1 minus 2h by r. this is effect of height, this is equal to g1 minus d by r. इफेक्ट ऑफ हाइट और डेप्थ कहां पे इक्वल होगा? जब डेप्थ की वैल्यू आपको गिवन है, इट विल कम आउट टू बी 1 minus 2h by r, this is g cancel, 1 minus 80 divided by r. Are you getting the idea? 80 divided by r, तो h बना मेरे पास बेटा 80 divided by 2, this is 40 miles या 40 किलोमीटर या whatever. मतलब अगर 80 किलोमीटर नीचे जाके अर्थ के सरफेस के वैल्यू ऑफ g becomes g dash, let's say वैल्यू becomes 10% लेस, तो 40 किलोमीटर ऊपर जाने से ही वो 10% कम हो जाएगी. So from this question you can estimate the value effect of height is more as compared to the depth. This is question number 8. Let's talk about question number 9 and then two more questions from which is not there in your assignment. ठीक है, तो पहले तो हम करते हैं 9th क्वेश्चन आपका है शेल थ्योरम. शेल थ्योरम क्या है बेटा चीज? बेसिकली देयर आर 3 points in the shell theorem. Without using shell theorem we were able to derive the effect of we were able to discuss the effect of height and depth on the acceleration due to gravity. But it can be asked in conceptual question, and in most of the schools they don't even discuss about shell theorem. But let's say 3 points are there in shell theorem. क्या होता है बेटा? Let's say if you wanted to find this theorem, first point says if you wanted to find gravitation force between a big body and a small body, then you have to assume that this mass is considered at the center, is concentrated at the center. You need to consider center mass of the body. यहाँ simple language में distance will be taken from center to center. ये जो formula लगाते हो gmm by r square, Shell theorem का first point है this distance r. Let's not go into this. Okay, m तो m ही लिया था हमने. gmm by r is considered to be distance from the center to center, which we already discussed, but let's consider it in the form of Shell theorem. So first point says whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated at center, then distance is taken from center to center. First point about which we know. Second point says inside a hollow shell, inside a hollow shell, gravitation force at any point is 0. Gravitation force doesn't get vanish, it becomes 0. ये वाला पोर्शन अपनी तरफ खींचेगा, ये वाला पोर्शन अपनी तरफ खींचेगा. Every portion is attracting this point in all the directions equally. So net force inside a hollow shell is, I'm talking about shell only, not sphere, not cube. Inside a hollow shell at any point gravitational field is 0. यहाँ भी 0 होगा, यहाँ भी, anywhere it will be 0. Second part of the shell theorem. No need to prove it. It's a very complicated algebraic addition, vector addition. No need to do it. So third part says while calculating the acceleration due to gravity or while calculating the force at a point inside solid sphere, the mass, the only mass is considered which is below that point, which is inside that point. ठीक है? अगर if you wanted to find effect of g या if you wanted to find force due to this portion, due to if you wanted to find g, let's say small g at this point, then only the mass of the sphere which is within that radius is required to be considered. ये वाला point भी हमने depth वाले case में करा था, isn't it? But let's write down these 3 points in the form, 3 points and you will get shell theorem. Center to center distance, hollow body के अंदर gravity 0, force 0, and while considering solid sphere, the only smaller portion is required to be considered from the point where you are wanted to calculate the value of g. ये है हमारे पास बेटा shell theorem. Now these are the 9 questions which are given in your assignment. Let's talk about 1-2 more questions which will give you better idea for the हाइट एंड डेप्थ वाला। ये क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है बेटा, दिस क्वेश्चन सेज एट व्हाट डेप्थ, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट डेप्थ, at what depth from the surface of earth do we need to go if there is, okay, let's talk about height wala. At what height from the surface of earth do we need to go so that weight of the body reduced by 36%, right? So I want weight of the body becomes reduced by 36%. इसका मतलब W dash is W minus 36% of W. Weight 36% कम हो जाए, मतलब 64% रह जाए. You can say in this way 64% रह जाए, ठीक है. So weight कम हो जाए या weight बढ़ जाए या weight change हो जाए, it automatically means G change हो जाए. So in other words, at what height G will become 64% of G, ठीक है. तो ये बनेगा बेटा G dash by G is equal to 64 by 100. So फॉर्मूला क्या होगा, R upon R plus H का whole square. Remember we have not used this formula G dash is equal to G1 minus 2H by R because value of percentage is very high, 36% है. अगर 2-3% होता then we would have used that formula. Getting the idea? So ये बना हमारे पास, इसको आप रूट सॉल्व करोगे 8 by 10, this will be equal to R upon R plus H, and from here you can easily calculate the value of H. Let's say इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. R plus H is equal to 10 by 8 into H R, और ऐसे होगा क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके 10R by H, ये वाला R माइनस में आ जाएगा, and from here H can be calculated 2 by 8 1 by 4 R, which will come out to be approximately 1600 kilometer. Are you getting the idea? So इसका मतलब अगर 1600 kilometer above the surface of earth हम चले जाएंगे, the body weight will become 36% less, मतलब 64% of the value present on the surface of earth. Are you getting the idea? अगर यही फॉर्मूला हो बेटा, let's say question is given, if I go 16 किलोमीटर above the surface of earth, अगर h की वैल्यू मैं 16 किलोमीटर लिखूं, how much will be the new weight? What will be the new weight? अब यहाँ पे हम ये फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे because value of h is 16 किलोमीटर. Getting the idea? तो ये बनेगा बेटा G dash is equal to G 1 minus 32 by 6400, isn't it? तो ये बनेगा G dash is equal to G, ये आएगा 1 minus 1 upon 200, so it comes out to be, m को दोनों से मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं because answer will directly come out to be in form of weight. तो ये आएगा 199 upon 200, isn't it? So अगर आपको परसेंटेज चेंज निकालनी है तो यू कैन कैलकुलेट माइनस करके. सो वेट एट दैट हाइट 16 किलोमीटर अबव विल बिकम 1/99 into 1/99 by 200 times weight at the surface. Let's talk about percentage change. mg dash upon mg, this will come out to be 199 upon 200, isn't it? अब परसेंटेज चेंज निकालने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं, -1 करो दोनों साइड से एंड 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करो दोनों साइड को, एंड इट विल कम आउट टू बी 1/200 into 0.5%. 0.5 आएगा ना नीचे, 200 0.5%. So percentage change in the weight of the body is 0.5% because height was small, so we have used this formula. यहाँ पे percentage was big, so we were able to use the formula which is this R1. आपको बताया था ना, different formula is required to be used. Depth के लिए there is no problem, you just directly use 1 minus d by r. Depth की कोई confusion नहीं है. Just to clarify the formula where we are going to use this formula and this formula, I was doing these two numericals so that you get an idea कि किस जगह पे कौन सा formula use करना है. Is it okay? So apart from your assignment, these are two questions which will help you in understanding the factors affecting of G and the variation of G with it. ठीक है? Do it nicely and then you will be able to understand it properly.